America, a land of dreams, a beacon of liberty. From its very inception, America has been intertwined with faith. Our forefathers, seeking refuge from religious persecution, dared to carve out a new world. A world where freedom rang true. A world where faith could flourish. Their belief in God was not just a personal conviction. It was woven into the very fabric of the nation they were building. The Declaration of Independence boldly proclaims, "All men are created equal, endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights." These words, etched into the soul of our nation, recognize a power higher than ourselves. They acknowledge that our rights come not from government but from God. This fundamental truth, this understanding of divine endowment, has shaped America's moral compass from the beginning. The Founding Fathers, though not all sharing the same denomination, were united in their belief in the importance of religion in public life. They believed that a virtuous citizenry, grounded in faith, was essential for a free and flourishing society. They understood that true freedom requires moral boundaries, and those boundaries are rooted in a belief in something greater than ourselves. From the pilgrims who landed on Plymouth Rock to the revolutionaries who fought for independence, faith has been the bedrock of American identity. It has been the guiding light in times of darkness and the source of hope in times of despair. It is a legacy that has been passed down through generations, a testament to the enduring power of faith in the life of a nation. Throughout American history, the Christian faith has been a catalyst for positive change. It has inspired countless acts of compassion, justice, and love. From the abolition of slavery to the civil rights movement, Christians have been at the forefront of fighting for equality and dignity for all. One cannot tell the story of America's struggle for civil rights without recognizing the pivotal role of the Black church. It was in these churches that hope was kept alive. It was here that hymns of freedom were sung. It was from the pulpit that leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. drew inspiration and strength, calling for an end to segregation and injustice. The impact of Christianity extends far beyond the political realm. It has been the driving force behind countless charitable organizations that provide food, shelter, and care for the most vulnerable among us. Hospitals, orphanages, and schools have been built by those seeking to serve God by serving others. Even today, in the face of growing secularism, the Christian spirit continues to shine brightly. Churches across the country are on the front lines of serving their communities. They are providing food banks for the hungry, offering shelter to the homeless, and extending a helping hand to those struggling with addiction or despair. These acts of love and compassion are a testament to the enduring power of faith to transform lives and communities. The impact of Christian faith on American society is perhaps best seen in the countless individual lives that have been transformed by its message of hope and redemption. Stories abound of men and women whose lives were once ravaged by addiction, brokenness, or despair, only to find new life and purpose through a relationship with Jesus Christ. There is the single mother, struggling to make ends meet, who finds strength and support in her church community. There is the businessman, consumed by greed and ambition, who discovers true fulfillment in using his success to serve others. And there is the prisoner, hardened by years of incarceration, who experiences the transformative power of forgiveness and grace. These stories, though personal and unique, are united by a common thread: the power of faith to heal, to restore, and to give hope. They are a testament to the truth that faith is not merely a set of beliefs, but a lived experience that has the power to change lives from the inside out. These individual transformations have a ripple effect, impacting families, communities, and ultimately, the nation as a whole. When individuals are transformed by faith, they become agents of positive change in their spheres of influence. They become better spouses, better parents, better neighbors, and better citizens. In God we trust. These four words, inscribed on our currency and displayed in public spaces, serve as a constant reminder of America's spiritual heritage. They are a testament to the belief that our nation's destiny is intertwined with our trust in a higher power. Yet, in recent times, these words have become a source of controversy and division. Secular forces have sought to remove any mention of God from the public square, arguing that it violates the separation of church and state. But to erase God from our national identity is to deny the very foundation upon which this nation was built. It is to silence the voices of countless Americans who find strength, hope, and guidance in their faith. We must remember that the separation of church and state was never intended to eradicate faith from public life. It was meant to protect religious freedom, to ensure that all citizens are free to live and worship according to their conscience. It was never intended to create a sterile public square devoid of any religious expression. The time has come to reclaim our heritage, to stand firm in our belief in God, to resist the forces of secularism that seek to undermine the very principles upon which this nation was founded. We must remember that our rights come not from government, but from God, and it is to Him that we ultimately owe our allegiance. America stands at a crossroads. The values that once defined us are under attack. The family unit is crumbling, morality is in decline, and a spirit of division and discord threatens to tear us apart. Yet, even in the midst of these challenges, there is hope. For the same God who guided our forefathers to these shores is still at work today. He is calling us, each and every one, to a renewed commitment to Him and to His ways. This is not a call to retreat from the world, but to engage with it, to be salt and light in a culture that has lost its way. It is a call to love our neighbors, to serve the poor and the marginalized, and to be ambassadors of reconciliation in a world torn apart by strife. The task before us may seem daunting, but we are not alone. We have the power of the Holy Spirit residing within us, empowering us to live lives that are pleasing to God and that make a difference in the world. Let us, therefore, go forth with courage and conviction, knowing that if God is for us, who can be against us? Let us rekindle the flame of faith that burned brightly in the hearts of our forefathers. Let us pass on to our children and grandchildren a legacy of faith, hope, and love. Let us together answer the call to build a nation under God where freedom rings true, justice prevails, and all people are treated with dignity and respect. The time for a new awakening, a national revival of faith, is now. Let us answer the call. Let us be the generation that leads America back to God.